Okay, next up we have team mentor Jane Rogers with the 700 Rivers team.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jane Rogers, and as Elizabeth just told you, I'm mentor to Team 700 Rivers. Since the inception of the Social Innovation Program in 2017, I have performed several different roles, from providing content development and feedback, to filling in for staff gaps, to selecting fellows and team assignments, to linking projects and team setups. But I'm most proud of serving as a team mentor for the past 3 years, and this year coaching other team mentors as well. My current student team, incredible, remarkable, and a lot of other accolades I can't even think at the moment to mention, but you'll see as I talk how I feel about them. My current student team has been investigating problems for the for-profit, privately held social enterprise 700 Rivers, and seeking solutions to these problems. Solutions not only to affect the company's brand and marketing of personal care products, handmade in Bangladesh, but also, and most importantly, to allow for increasing product orders and thus increased production to enable the hiring and rehabilitation of more Bangladeshi women working to improve their lives and the lives of their families. These students have made many discoveries on their journey, discoveries about the project and about themselves. Through this team's diligence in research and problem solving, each has taught me about thinking and doing the extraordinary, while at the same time filling their professional and personal suitcases with more knowledge, skills, processes, ways to do things that make a difference for them and for our communities. Their engagement in this culture of entrepreneurism will create many jobs rather than just taking one. Now let me talk briefly about the students. To contribute further in creating positive social change, Nimet plans work in academia, where she will share in social innovation initiatives. Emanating self-assuredness, Haley wants to study environmental law, where her commitment, empathy, resilience, and passion will guide her. In designing her life, Deepti plans to more fully develop critical thinking skills and a more realistic, solution-driven approach to unexpected roadblocks, while building an even better network of resources to tackle social innovation and change, whether she's here in the U.S. or in her home country of Oman. Adam, already unbelievably creative, will use confidence in his quick action, his ability to improvise, and his willingness to be flexible and optimistic wherever the need for social change takes him. A strong moral compass will guide him. Independent Michael values his use of science and technology to direct solid change. Still, he will always question everything. His most moral activity is to follow his passion, as long as it doesn't infringe on others to do likewise. Let's have Team 700 Rivers introduce themselves. First, serving as senior fellow and essential player, Nimet.
Hi, this is Nimet. I am a senior fellow, Nimet Dirmancioğlu. I am a PhD candidate at Wilson College of Textiles.
Hi, I'm Haley Paul. I'm a senior in environmental sciences with a minor in political science, and I hope to study environmental law. Deepti.
Hi everyone, I'm Deepti. I'm a grad student in the Industrial and Systems Engineering department. Adam?
Hello everybody, I'm Adam Kanan, and I'm studying industrial design, pursuing my master's. Michael?
Everybody, I'm Michael Bowen, a senior studying chemical engineering and economics with minors in accounting and Spanish. And thank you to Jane and Nimet, and good evening SIF members, advisors, and supporters. We are Team 700 Rivers, and tonight we will be sharing key components of our 9-month journey working with a local for-profit social enterprise founded by the talented NC State alumnus, Kathy Gomez. Though we come from different backgrounds, each member of our team joined with one simple goal: to help 700 Rivers empower and support women free from sex trafficking and/or domestic abuse in Bangladesh. While this seems like an esoteric and remote problem to us in the US, it is far from insignificant. Currently, there is one sex worker per 1,150 people in Bangladesh. 126,000 of these workers remain in this trade against their will, and the vast majority have no systemic support, nowhere to live, and little to no education.
And while this problem is dire, there's never been more support for developing fair trade organizations. With over 120 storefronts, 50 personal care brands, and 3,000 organizations, companies have room to grow through opportunities of advocacy and online.
With increased interest in the fair trade scene and a dynamic market, 700 Rivers has opportunity to diversify, adding to its current product offering. We began our project when 700 Rivers was in transition, migrating its brand and product line from an aspirational fashion-oriented company upcycling used saris to a personal care brand, starting with bar soaps. Here, the impact envelops all of our objectives, what we are aiming for, and all of the components that we are working with in our project.
We joined 700 Rivers, assuming that we would support a nonprofit organization directly responsible for aiding the transition of women into rehabilitated artisans, making handmade goods produced only by 700 Rivers. In reality, 700 Rivers is a few steps removed. It acts as a co-designer and for-profit buyer, supporting decades-long missions and programs of a pre-existing network of international stakeholders. We spent many work sessions untangling a layered operational structure, mapping out the history of 700 Rivers and its partners. With much change already underway at 700 Rivers, we corrected our assumptions, seeking the best way for us to contribute in a complex business model.
To navigate this complicated corporate ecosystem, we began by revisiting our mission statement: to help empower and support the artisans in Bangladesh. Now, these women live over 8,000 miles away, so options were limited, but not trivial. By increasing 700 Rivers order quantities or contracting with novel fair trade certified suppliers, more women could be paid a consistent living wage. To do this, 700 Rivers would need to increase cash flow by developing sales channels and promoting customer loyalty. With this goal in mind, we created a list of deliverables that would help ease 700 Rivers into this new market, educate and inform stakeholders, and above all, remain centered on the people who matter most, the survivors.
While we recalibrated and identified these opportunities, our main concern, above all else, was how we could empower the artisans. As a buyer, 700 Rivers' most direct effect on its partners was and is increasing order quantities. This action channels consumer dollars directly to artisan rehabilitation programs. To increase sales, we would need to communicate 700 Rivers' story, info about product quality, and reduce costs, all the while focusing on protecting and respecting our artisans.
So we had endless ideas of what we could accomplish. Consider this: one student team with less than 1 year as fellows, thus priority and impact were of essence. So we worked in a two-pronged approach. Internally, we identified potential retailers, developed partnership goals, and examined company costs. And externally, we surveyed the market and drafted a focus group outline. We saw opportunity in diving deeper, perhaps sending a cultural probe kit to understand our partners and artisans in Bangladesh, or conducting focus groups ourselves. But due to time and resource limitations, we were unable to do so. We included recommendations in our deliverables and suggested future projects for 700 Rivers to undertake where our work could assist it most.
The first component of our deliverables centered on a survey created by our team that allowed for the analysis of topical infographics and key insights. Though we had only 65 respondents, we were able to isolate 16 statistically significant relevant trends centering on consumer gender, location, marital status, and age. These trends, along with advisor insights, were further used to develop a focus group outline for use by 700 Rivers CEO.
Exploring how to help 700 Rivers, we realized that the brand could develop more personal connection and be more impactful with its fair trade partner, Property, thus encouraging deeper collaboration and understanding and potentially prioritizing future orders. We also identified the need for stronger partnerships, not only with its suppliers, but also with vendors to influence increased visibility in the marketplace and online. Evaluation of the supply chain also identified key factors that provided clarity for us. Since its fair trade partner is located in a developing country, factors like material sourcing and ethical practices are hard to trace and validate. Also, we saw the importance of educating end users about the artisans. This brings out empathy in people and makes them more aware of these women's real life stories. In our theory of change, we identified key deliverables that would result in positive outcomes and yield impact. Most of our deliverables involve traditional techniques such as running focus groups and market analysis. Still, ultimately, they address the primary goal, which is to increase the number of women employed by the fair trade partner.
Our deliverables are items we're going to be giving to 700 Rivers, but our effort also made impacts on our team chemistry and priorities. This word cloud is a self-reflection exercise revealing how valuable being adaptable was for our process, how accountability ensured our commitment to one another, our fellows, and service to 700 Rivers. We strove to empathize in one another's visions and personal goals. In addition to sensitivity and respect, we were responsible in our collaborations with our venture and its community. The word nonlinear exemplifies where we consistently found ourselves pivoting. Nevertheless, we found our way to contribute together, discovering new parts of ourselves in this journey.
I joined the Social Innovation Fellows to explore how my passion for sustainability fit into the world of entrepreneurship. At first, I was out of my comfort zone, and for a long time after, I felt unworthy to work alongside my cohort. But with inspiration from staff and my team, I realized that I understood more than I thought. And when I started to believe in myself and value my past experiences, I became more excited to dive into our challenges and create solutions. I began to understand what it means to be an innovator, a leader, and a part of a team.
It's easy to learn about the issues people face in our society and feel hopeless, but when you're in a room full of problem solvers who are motivated to tackle these issues, you develop an everlasting innovative mindset, and that's what this program has done for me. I've learned about endurance from my incredible teammates, way too much to fit into this video, from my mentor Jane, and the importance of educating each other on these social issues and about social enterprises. I'm so thankful for this incredible experience, and I'm excited for the future of our cohort.
I joined this fellowship to work with any community in need on a personal level. And in the process, I proudly encouraged and participated in listening sessions and relationship building with the individuals we serve from across the globe. While this program has transformed my understanding of international social ventures, it has also prepared me to anticipate change and release my assumptions in service of a team and those in need.
I became a fellow because it gave me an opportunity and an outlet to make a real impact in my local community while continuing to develop myself personally and professionally. And in my last year at NC State, that was a big deal to me. The skills I've learned and the connections I've made have been great. But looking at the work of the fellows, mentors, and social entrepreneurs that I've gotten to sit side by side with has reminded me why I do what I do and will inspire me for years to come. And to me, that's priceless.
So our team wants to, of course, thank our venture partner, Kathy Gomez, the CEO of 700 Rivers, our brain trust consultants, Patricia Page, Jennifer Capps, and Miles Wright, Social Innovation Fellows staff, especially Elizabeth and Alicia, but also Craig, Jack, and Aspen. You guys are awesome. And above all else, our senior fellow Nimet and team mentor Jane for their continued support, guidance, and passion for the program. And lastly, we want to say special thank yous to our survivors who work hard daily to improve their own lives. Though oceans separate us, these women inspire our team. They are role models in their own right, and it's been an honor to work with them. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you, Team 700 Rivers. That was really beautifully done. And thank you, Kathy Gomez, who is an NC State alum, for being part of this effort. That was awesome.